This week's Parsha begins the fourth book of the Torah, and both the Parsha and the entire book have exactly the same name, B'midbar, which means in the desert. So the Jewish people traveled through the desert for 40 years until they entered the land of Israel, and the Jews had already left Egypt and already received the Torah when God spoke to Moshe and said, "Go, count the people, find out how many Jews there are." And so the Jews were counted, all 12 tribes, tribe by tribe, family by family. Each of the 12 tribes had a leader, a Nasi, who helped Moshe to do the counting. Parashat B'midbar also describes how the people of Israel camped and traveled in the desert. When the people of Israel had to leave their encampment and begin traveling, the tribe of Levi would take apart the Mishkan, the tabernacle that the Jews had built as their place to come close to God, and they would carry it to wherever the next camp was, and they would set it up again. The camp was arranged like this. In the center of it all was the Mishkan, and around the Mishkan was the tribe of Levi, divided into 3 groups. The sons of Kehat, who carried the Mishkan's special items, the Mizbeach or altar, the Aron or ark, the menorah, the oil lampstand, and so on, camped to its south. The sons of Gershon, who carried the curtains and roof of the Mishkan, they were to the west. And the sons of Merari, who carried the pillars and the walls of the Mishkan, they camped to its north. But in the front of the Mishkan's entranceway, to the east, were the tents of Moshe and Aharon's sons. And around the tribe of Levi were camped the rest of the people of Israel in 4 specific groups, the rest of the tribes. The Parsha also tells of the children of Aharon, the Kohanim, and the rest of the tribe of Levi who did the special service in the Mishkan. Now originally, the firstborn from each family were supposed to be able to do the special service of the Mishkan, but when they had sinned with the golden calf, they lost this privilege, and it was given instead to the tribe of Levi. Let's jump back to the start, the part about counting. So how many Jews do you think there are in the world today? We don't know exactly, but there's probably around 13 million Jews spread out all across the globe, and the largest groups of Jews live in Israel and the United States. 13 million. It sure sounds like a lot, but it's a pretty small number. In fact, there are more than 20 times that number of people living in the United States alone. So there aren't too many Jews in the world, but we still have a lot about which we should be proud. We contribute so much to literature and medicine and science and leadership of all kinds. Most importantly, thousands of years ago, the Jewish people taught the world that there is a God who loves and cares for us. This is the greatest gift that the Jewish people has given to humankind. Did you know that the book of B'midbar is called the book of Numbers in English? Well, now you know why. It's because this is where the Jews were counted. And every time Jews are counted, we can be proud that even though we may be small in number, we have done and will continue to do great things for the world.